percent. Most of this I think will be relatively review for you. Percent means what? What does percent mean? Noah? Out of what? Look at the words per and cent.
Out of 100.
Out of 100. And the little symbol that we use for percent looks like this, and this should be a good little indication. If you take those little symbols and rearrange them, move the little one up here and turn it on edge. I can get it registered. Come on, come on. Turn it this way. Move this thing here. And you get yourself a nice little 100. That's something amazing. So you need to be able to change fractions and decimals easily into percents. And it's relatively simple if you end up with a fraction that has 100 as its bottom. You know, you go in the gym and you make 65 out of 100 free throws. You know that your percent is 65% because that's what percent means, 65 out of 100. Okay? But what if you only make 2 out of 5 free throws that you're shooting? Somebody says, what is your free throw shooting percentage? Yeah. How do you change 2/5? How do you change 2/5 into a percent? Brooke?
You would put 100 to the denominator, and then you would say that 5 times what equals 100 is 20, and then 20 times 2 equals 30.
Right, so 2/5 would be 40%. Correct. Although some fractions are not going to be as easy, but I don't think we talked about those right now. Right now, they'll give you all pretty much easy ones. So that's fractions. What about decimals then? What if I'm given the decimal like 0.3? What percent is 0.3? Well, if you think about it before you answer that question there, percent means out of 100. This is only in tenths, correct? But you could make it in hundreds by just adding the 0. 3/10 is the same as 30 hundredths. So what percent would that be, Andrew? 30%. Because 30 hundredths, 30%. Or 8.8 as a decimal. 0.8 as a decimal. You have to be careful of this because a lot of times people put 8%, but it's not 8%. You add a 0 at the end of that, it becomes, David?
80%.
80%. What would 8% be as a decimal? Does anybody know? Well, 8% as a decimal would be, as a fraction, 8/100ths. As a decimal, it would be, Kaylin?
0.08.
0.08. All of those mean kind of the same sort of thing. The real simple rule in changing decimals to fraction is to do what? So you got 0.16. The simple rule is you just think about moving the decimal 2 places to the right. 0.16 is just 16% because it's 16 hundredths. How about this? Try 2.02. What percent would that be? No. Landon?
202%.
Yep, just move the decimal 2 places there. You can have percents higher than 100. 202%. I don't think you can give 202%, even though coaches might think you can. They might say that, but I don't think they can. So let's look at this in terms of math. Let's say you answered 16 out of 20 questions right on a test. What percent is that? And how would you figure that out? 16 out of 20. Any thoughts on that? Sammy Bollinger? How would I make that a percent?
You change it into fractions. And
Which is what?
16 over 20.
16 over 20, and then?
And then you multiply it by 5.
Multiply by 5, because that'll get you to 100. 16 times 5 is? Anybody? 80. So that would be 80%. You don't need to reduce it down to 4/5. What about getting 23 out of 25 correct? What percent is 23 out of 25? Let's say Ryan Connor. 23 out of 25 would be how many out of 100? Grace?
92%.
Yeah, because it'd be 92 out of 100, which is 92%. Now, I've heard people occasionally